Attention, gentlemen. Our source on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
The Isle of Scale. Headquarters of the Ark Society. Founded by Janus in 1991, the Ark Society is the world's most exclusive club. Its plutocratic members fear the downfall of civilization, and they are willing to pay huge sums to ensure their own survival. Once a year, they gather here to shop the latest survival products and to showcase new initiatives and breakthroughs.
Right. These gatherings are shrouded in mystery, so we have limited intel on what to expect on the other side of the walls. The Washington twins are hosting their first annual gathering as chairwomen of the Ark Society, and the Constant is known to attend every year. Beyond that, you're on your own. Good luck, gentlemen. I dare say you're going to need it.
And Hitman's second season. And seeing how Agent 47 appears in this location and the location itself and the people around it, it seems to be that this is place for some sort of some kind of gathering of rich, petty, dull people to drink booze, do drugs, gossip, scheme, and have illicit affairs with each other.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and this gathering and society cannot be secret because there's just so much people. There's already 4 guards.
Which houses the members area, convention space, and council meeting. Should you wish to apply for Ark membership,
5.
please be aware that such cannot be bought, only earned. All set? Excellent. Follow me, please.
Oh yeah, this kind of thing could not be secret, and there was no any kind of identity invitation check about people arriving either. So the security system is so full of holes. But they do have armed guards and something that most likely this place is something that these people only maybe this day or maybe no other days either.
Prepared a brand new official ceremony scheduled to take place in the upper courtyard. A stirring ode to rebirth and the enduring spirit of mankind. I believe that is it, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was a bit of a tour, but yes, there are lots of guards, fancy uniforms, masks, communication gear. So they do have they have internal security just in case somebody decide in here, but they had no any kind of security about somebody else. Secrecy is quite well, the only security was secrecy about nobody knew the location or the place for the gathering, and that's some sort of weird worship effigy thing. And I've done this mission before, so I know what the kind of action 47 is about to be performing. There's a accident waiting to happen. Yeah. And there's this one guy walking around in that weird drab-looking robe, which means that they have some sort of initiation ceremony for potential new members, which of course includes something as simplistic as treasure hunt around these premises. Yeah. The super secret society strive to either world controlling or anything like that. They get new members by treasure hunt mission. Yeah, which means that it really cannot be that dangerous or powerful. But there's a couple of guards in here, so they are gonna meet the wrench. Say hello, and you too. Because 47 is preparing to action. Come ditch him. Just pick up the coin and well, let's just walk here. Yeah, commemorative token. That's one of the things that those white robe clad dudes or women, gals are searching for that, and who wins gets to join the secret society. It's real childish actually when you would assume that, when you would actually look at things. But I must say that in comparison to the finale of the first season, this one has much more grander feeling. It has this grim music, this weird location, this very grand, sinister looking location, and of course all the masked people, and some nice impressive cameos from the other.
What sort of a maniac would lock herself inside a burning effigy without proper measures? Granted, but still.
Some filthy rich broad wants to flirt with danger nearby, and I say let her. Pick her aside of his heart.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Oh yeah, and the Washington Twins, even though even as the briefing said that could be some sort of more arrogant, violent version of Lara Croft-esque character type, but with none of the, you could say, likable or sympathetic traits, including nice appearances when you look at the completely original Lara Croft, which was completely designed to be a sex symbol. And later, these modern forms which are more familiar with bow than pistol and survival skills, but still in the games where you can cause immense amount of mental and psychological trauma to one person, is not known from having rack, but more like horrifying amount of torment and pain she goes through.
You're the master of ceremony. Multiple Tony award-winning playwright. And famously reclusive. It's part of my brand. Never go in the spot.
Yeah, they hired a famous playwright to be some sort of ceremony master, so yeah, they do have money. Most likely the basic custodian gets something like $250,000. Hey, they burn money.
Tell Miss Washington that you won't be going on stage. Everyone's waiting for you.
God, no. No, she frightens me.
Good, because she's arrogant and sociopathic.
Just give me a moment to control my nerves.
All right, Mr. Penninger. Regular.
Yeah, seeing how much people there is, it can't be. This whole thing cannot remain completely secret. Its existence, members cannot be completely secret, so people who have been associated with cannot be secret. But it's time to do some. It's the head. Yeah, the basic ritual they wanna do is that they have this steel effigy, most likely designed by some fancy artist, and they in a sense make it burn, and as a stunt there's chairwoman is inside, and there's a mechanism that she can use to escape before they would burn too much. But 47 did some sabotaging about that little ritual, and it even looks like that this is the first time they're doing that kind of ritual, so yeah, thrill seeking, not so good idea when Agent 47 is around, but she doesn't know it yet. It's one of the more brutal ways for Agent 47 can actually, you could say, dispatch targets, make them burn alive in an accident. Although, well, that was her idea of flirting with fire. And this, well, despite having a really good and, you could say, fun design in this stage, it's not completely perfect. It does have a bit of, you could say, annoying things. But now I am the master of the ceremonies, ready to perform the sinister evil society things.
Ah, Mr. Fennick, excellent.
And I did check what the
Thank Christ. Ready when you are.
and of course you could perform this reaction this ritual without it leading to a horrifying disaster and death. Yeah. Sacrificial pit full of money. So let's just
handsome pledge, and yet a drop in the ocean.
yeah. Burning, gathering, masks. Yeah, nothing, you could say, nothing mystical or worshipping secret society ritualistic bullshit in here. I don't think Agent 47 cares much of this.
Zoe Washington, the Ark Society recognizes you as our founder's rightful successor, our inspiration, our guiding light, the custodian of our future.
Patrons of the Ark Society.
Yeah, now she
You are
rambles.
part of a select, chosen few. Our founder, Janus, showed us how to
And it
survive.
would be so great
But
that there would be a
survival is not enough. We must
sniper
live
now
and
shooting
we
her
must
head
survive.
off.
The Ark Society must not only commit itself to survival.
And of course 47 could whip out his
be
gun
our
and blow
next
her head
home
off.
stars or
But
the
it
next
wouldn't
step
be
in
as,
human evolution.
you could
This
say,
is the
stylish.
eternal purpose of the elite. Not just to lead, but to lead from the front.
Oh, come on,
comes
bitch!
and
You
all
don't,
comes tumbling down.
you don't believe
When
yourself this
mankind retreats
nonsense.
once more into caves of superstition, we will keep the fire alight. We will be the torchbearers, the trailblazers and pioneers. Do not feel guilty for your privilege.
Hey!
Be proud. Be fearless. For the future is ours to shape.
Yeah, she sounds just like an arrogant rich bitch. And somebody who
How are you today, sir?
should get a private meeting with John Holmes to, you know, fill her up.
You, Vinegar. All dressed to kill. Now,
Oh,
let's
yeah.
do this thing. Light her up.
Oh yeah, I do.
As the world burns, we rise from its ashes, not just to survive, but to live.
Yeah, ritual is working. Oh, but the door ain't. Oh, I missed a. Yeah, the Fox human ceremony, sacrifice ceremony became real. And I don't think that anybody around there even noticed, thought that
Nice work, 47.
might have not have been part of the plan. Oops. She's out of the picture. So it's now time to head towards the second target, her sister, which is just as ruthless and self-centered. So let's just take the janitor's clothes, because nobody pays attention to janitor climbing out of the window. And there's lots of windows and ledges in this place, so the navigation is not as hampered as it might be in Hokkaido. So when you look at the, you could say, the mood and setting of this stage, it has a very good one. Lots of ways to cause destruction, death, accidents, and pain and misery in here. And it's something like a running theme in this game that in this season of Hitman, that having a what was I saying? Oh yeah, having that thing that the yes. Now my mind got into shape. That having plenty of having the lockpicks around in this on stages is extremely smart idea. Seeing that there's quite lots of locks and all that kind of things around. Yes. So.
And who might you be?
Oh, I'm just a guy. And things went a bit wrong. Are you coming down? No. Sorry, got spooked. My mistake. Well, my cover was almost blown. But not so much that I cannot recover from it. Of course, they might be able to figure out that something strange happened, but not so much that they would think that.
The council's still in session?
No, they've called a recess. Sophia Washington wants them to pass some kind of motion, but one of the council members is fighting her tooth and nail.
Huh. Wouldn't happen to be Jebediah Block, the coal baron, would it?
Yeah, how do you know?
Well, I happen to know he's on the council. He's one of the original 5, you know, the first people to fund the Ark Society back in '91. Plus, I just walked in on Sophia Washington screaming Block's name while beating up a pillow cushion. Oh, she was properly pissed.
Oh yeah, now I am at the, you could say, the castle keep. Which they have lots of all kinds of artworks and religious style.
Listen up. What are you, staging
oh.
or something? Just get out of here before you get in trouble, okay? Now, move it.
So, and I can't get upstairs enough. But the basic form action from Agent 47 should be once again prove itself quite useful. Let's just take a piece of brick. Yeah, waiter. They probably pay you something like $1,000 per hour you're here. And most likely most of it without any kind of tax in cash. But, so, which means that you're just a overpaid patsy for this job. So, overpaid henchman. So there's you get to keep your life, not your health of your head, getting a massive headache, but you get to live. And so does that guy, armed guard, of a bit more powerful appearance because hey, he's carrying a bigger gun. Or he's carrying a gun and wearing dark black. And there's also lots of these kind of little nooks and crannies that you can stash unconscious or dead people. Yeah. It's a really strange idea. The low-level guards had masks. These kind of guards called raiders, they don't have masks, although they do have beanies and glasses. And of course, then the highest level guards, they once again have masks. So it's a quite much of strange hierarchy, and that man is the Constant. You could say the manager of Ark Society, not leader. The manager. There's a difference. Manager is hired by owners or highest ranking people who don't care about things to run their business. And this is the security room. There's a camera rolls and all that.
According to this email thread,
And there's two guards and a camera.
One of the architects in a plan to discredit the Constant. Sounds promising. Interesting. The poison chip in the Constant's neck was designed by a Kronstadt engineer, a Mr. Marek Sinclair, who also works for the Ark Society. Apparently, Sophia wants Sinclair to approach the Constant and offer to remove the chip. If the Constant takes the bait, Sophia can prove to the Providence partners that their top controller is not to be trusted. Sounds promising. I suggest you head over to the conference space, see if you can't locate Mr. Sinclair.
Oh yeah, and of course all kinds of petty controlling, scheming thingery going around. Nothing you could say really frighteningly impressive. And that's an elite guard, and they once again wear a
Olivia
mask.
is trying to locate Mr. Sinclair's cell number.
And that's
see
my
if we
target.
can't contact him directly. Stand by.
Yukon territory. Zoe and me, we're searching for the Valley of the Wendigo when our chopper goes down in a storm. Or you crawl out of the burning cockpit only to discover that we're trampling around.
There, we have Sinclair's number. Making the call now. Keep your eyes peeled, 47.
Tell them how you got away.
The old lighter and spray deodorant trick. But not without a few nasty bite marks, though. What can I say? Thank God for rabies shots. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, she's telling tall tales.
The test group's response to the DNA Vault initiative?
Actually, not quite as well as the team had anticipated, Madam Chairwoman.
How so?
Yeah.
Observing DNA doesn't resonate emotionally. It seems impersonal. Abstract, even. Simply put, your genes are not
still not interested.
So we scrap the program?
Not necessarily. You see, once we throw cloning and ectogenesis into the mix, interest increases tenfold.
Ectogenesis?
External womb, Madam Chairwoman. Imagine, mankind is wiped out by some calamity.
Oh yeah, but now I know, yeah, and some of those, you could say, artificial wombs and that kind of things, they are, you could say, quite real scientific ideas and concepts. But there's the guy, so let's try to lure him inside. And no smoking indoors, you know. That's filthy habit, and this place does not seem to have a no smoking ban.
Yeah, I just love to clean up other people's shit.
He's lucky that he was not, he just got hit. Agent 47 could have killed him with 10,000 different ways. So let's just steal his clothes. And most likely Agent 47 has killed people with 10,000 different ways, or at least... but now I am Mr. Marek Sinclair.
Good evening,
There's...
Well, isn't this ironic? The one guy here who's actually hiding does not wear a mask.
Invisibility is a gift. It's amazing the things you pick up when nobody gives you a second thought.
Let's have it.
He has a smooth.
Should have been an easy sell, and yet I hear the council is undecided. Should I be worried?
I have it under control. Even if that idiot Block decides to veto me, I have an ace up my sleeve. Thy will be done.
I look forward to your machinations then.
Oh yeah, the council, of which Block is one of the members, are the leaders, and every one of them is already wearing masks and all that. Yeah, they got fancy science.
Nice evening.
I suppose.
No robe, no mask. Which rank are you?
Oh, I'm more of an outside observer, Mr.
Name's Sinclair. I'm Chief Technical Designer at Kronstadt Industries.
Quite monotonous tone about.
Here, I think it might interest you.
What's this?
I think you know. The chip in your neck is my design, which means I can override it for a price.
Most interesting. Meet me at the tower and be discreet. We can't be seen together.
Actually, we are already being seen together, but this is that kind of situation might be that nobody sees anything. They just see some creepy baldy with a mask, following another baldy who's not wearing a mask, and has extremely smooth, although you could say sinister, evil-sounding tone of voice with that matter-of-fact tone of speaking.
Stay out of my path, son.
Yeah, you are the gods. And there's the butler. He's not a murderer. Most likely just hired hand to do this job. There's lots of... Yeah, look at them. Yeah, a bit of awkward exchange because of technical limitations. They are always true.
I'm listening.
Don't. In fact, forget all I said. This wasn't my idea. Sophia Washington. She's the one who told me to approach you. It's all a trap.
Go on.
I never asked why. I just went along because she's the boss.
And you're me this now? Why?
Let's just say I don't like to get my hands dirty.
I see. Thank you for your candor, Mr. Sinclair. You have been most helpful. Hang on for a moment.
Yeah, the Constant, even though I don't see his name, he speaks extremely, you could say, calm and calculating manner, as in that he's waving several. His stoic demeanor and poker face is absolutely beautiful.
This should put Sophia firmly in the doghouse.
Yeah, and there she's coming already because she was very close.
I am sorry you got dragged into this. Sophia is spectacularly ambitious. Unfortunately, like most people of her ilk, she lacks humility and a sense of station.
And who are you?
All right, I'm here. Are you gonna tell me what's so damn important?
Ah, Sophia.
Mind the others.
I believe you know Mr. Sinclair.
Hey, you! Where do you think you're going?
Leave?
Definitely not through here.
What of it?
Get out of my face. Go.
I don't blame you for trying, Sophia.
Well, of course, 47 has option of starting a bloodbath not right now. But that wouldn't be, you could say... Let's just grab Janice's journal just as a case and walk outside. Because there's ledges and pipes. And assassin super sense or killer super sense awareness makes him quite aware of what's going on. And they were going upstairs alright, so in a big fancy bathroom.
It's your word against mine, you know.
That's your play. I recommended you and Zoe to the partners against my mentor's wishes because I saw something in you. And this is how you repay me? You think because the partners noticed you that you have their trust, their confidence. I have served them for decades, and you don't even know their names.
And yet,
She most likely.
you're the one with a poison chip in your neck, and I'm the one holding the trigger.
You? They gave it to you.
Ouch. That's gotta sting. I mean, the constant is like the voice of God, right? Only he speaks.
Oh yeah. There was a little backstory in the Hitman first season that one of the Hannah Highmore's, which was a background character, friends burned a hobo to death for her thrills and tried to frame a one of her rivals from cheerleading squad to do it, and got away from that. Most likely because of Oscar Lafayette's claiming that hey, she's rich, so she doesn't really know about how society works, and it went through mostly because of hey, Ken Morgan was there bribing people. So there's lots of, you could say, detestable characters in Hitman games, and Constant appears to be one of the, you could say, least, at least this far, does not appear as detestable. But yeah, there she is.
We're done here.
Yeah. Washington twins got head start because they were born into some fucking rich family. So let's just say that hey, Agent 47, I could now do many things, but let's just.
Impressive work, 47. And now to confront the Constant. Mr. Gray, what's your status?
I'm at the helicopter, but the place is crawling with security. 47, you better bring the Constant to one of the boats in the harbor where it's quiet. You can use the kill switch to coerce him.
Oh yeah, and of course you could go and press the button, but that would be a failure of the mission, which is in Hitman games is quite rare thing to happen. That you can fail the mission, you can get killed or make it a bloodbath, but failing the actual mission is quite rare occasion. But let's just now climb inside and do a bit of a mental, and not yet, because well, he's waltzing upstairs and all that. Let's see, is he going to, nah. Oh damn, went to the box instead of.
Sophia the schemer. What's she up to this time?
You know that Kronstadt designer in charge of the brain upload program?
Sure.
Well,
Hey, buddy, this area is off limits.
oh damn.
Wait up. Don't do it.
Invention of his.
Now don't show
Something called.
Damn, I should have talked to him much earlier. Now it becomes a bit of a chore to go and get my disguise again, get my alternate raider disguise. Yeah. Once again, switch of clothing and follow him around. There he is.
So, brain uploads, huh? Living forever as a string of code.
Yeah.
Yeah, all kinds of fancy.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
Troubled.
You're Janus's man.
I'm a friend of the Ark Society, yes. If I may be so bold, I heard about your predicament, and well, I believe I may offer a fresh perspective.
Why not? Shoot.
All right. Say the world does collapse. The weather goes haywire, the poles melt, and the Ark Society heads off to a comfortable Arctic sanctuary, while the rest of civilization falls into chaos.
That's about the gist of it. Sounds great to me. No more needy assholes. Why wait?
Well, you do realize what kind of place it'll be, right?
What are you talking about?
100 or so people? No market, no economy, no social structures. It will be like a space colony. Everyone equal and dependent on each other. It will be egalitarian, sir. It will be, well,
Yeah.
God, that's what I paid almost $2 billion for. Why didn't anyone tell me sooner?
Merely food for thought, Mr. Block.
Cause that was a real bleak and cold observation from Constant. Hey, you wanna be rich? Yeah, well, you are a rich asshole because you wanna remain in control. Make you rich asshole on top.
The Washingtons are dead. I have the kill switch.
What did you say? How could you know about that?
You will head towards the harbor. No sudden moves, no signs or warnings. I will trigger the device if I need to.
Personal space?
The boy in the picture. You have his eyes. You're Burnwood's assassin.
Move.
Yeah. And this will happen completely peacefully. He knows Agent 47 doesn't bluff.
I take it. I had a notion something didn't sit right with my mentor's betrayal. You murdered him, I take it, to get to me.
Not just that. He had it coming.
Interesting. It was my impression that you were cured of such sentiment. The good doctor built his serum specifically to target the seats of your emotions. Has Miss Burnwood's sense of justice rubbed off on you? I wonder.
Just keep walking.
Actually, in a sense, it might have been. 47 has been most likely. Well, yeah, he's because well, as the backstory of him states that from all the long batch of the people there was with memory wipes and genetic alteration to keep the sociopaths, Agent 47 was one of the few originals who were not natural sociopaths.
Distasteful, not to mention inefficient.
Which of course makes him so good, because he can actually feel empathy and compassion. Which of course means that he has qualms, or at least comments ability to understand pragmatism, in that yeah, don't start a shootout just to get to your targets, or just to kill your target. Easy. So yeah, and even in this mission, only 2 people dead. Quite many got hurt. Few people got them hurt, knocked out.
What exactly does Miss Burnwood plan to achieve by targeting her clients, violating her own code?
She's doing it for us.
Us? Oh, I see.
Yeah.
The penny drops. I should have known.
Yeah. This game follows with quite much of gray and gray, because well, ICA was compromised because its boss Eric Sodos decided to jump on your side and betray ICA. So now ICA can betray you, even though it was Lucas Gray's manipulation to pit ICA and Providence against each other, or let's say send ICA against Providence operatives. There was lots of scheming, and of course Diana Burnwood does believe in something that settling things right way, or correct way, or however you wanna call it. And with this kind of move, the second season of the Hitman is ending, and I think I'm gonna also do the 2 DLC missions they added. So it's not gonna be end of the series.
We're here. Get on the boat.
And one extracted to be interrogated later.